Alright, sorry about that, guys. Hey there, everyone, GamerInch here, and would you look at that? Another video. Now, I just want to point out something. This is a pretty fun battle. It's supposed to show a bit more about the prediction side of things, for those of you who are starting to try to figure out how to play competitively. Prediction is a major part of battle, and I think at one particular instant, it really showcases in this battle, because it basically decided that I will win the game. And prediction is basically what it says. You predict what the opponent will do and act off of that prediction. And it creates this whole additional element other than pick super effective moves and such. In any case, I'm up against someone known as SE Black. It was a pretty fun game. I almost lost it, and again, because I predicted properly, I was able to win. And again, let's get this started. So, I opened up with Mew because he had a lot of physical attackers, and my Mew is physically defensive, and it has Will-O-Wisp. So, if nearly any of them came in, I could burn it, except for Talonflame, which I'm pretty confident can't one-shot Mew anyway, and I can get some good information on it. So, let's start with the battle with that. So, he led off with his Gyarados, or Mega Magikarp. And then he switches out into Talonflame. So I just fired off a taunt to make sure he can't do anything. And here I'm just sort of seeing how much damage he's doing to me. And he's doing a fair chunk, but there's no way in hell that's banded damage at all. So after the knockoff, it confirms that he is a Citrus Berry, which is useful to get rid of because Citrus Berry got a pretty big buff. It restores 30% of the health, and I just decided to go for a knockoff again just to see what else he wants to do. And I wish I could have killed him. But I just fire off another taunt after he roosts. And he switches out here. And I predicted this. So I just decided to go for a roost here. And he decides to knock me off, doing super effective damage. So I fire back a Will-O-Wisp and burn this thing. Burning this thing does two things. It renders its ability Sturdy useless. And it cuts its offensive abilities in half. So now I wall that thing completely. In comes Blissey, and I just knock off its leftovers. Every little bit helps, damage and otherwise, and losing leftovers on Blissey is a pretty big hit in the long run of things. Top it off, I get a burn on it to get it even more damage, and I have it taunted so it can't even heal up with Soft Boiled. So I'm in a pretty good location right now. Now here I go into Tentacruel, and my intention was to set up some Toxic Spikes, but I, for whatever reason, thought that I was faster than a Garchomp, and I paid for it pretty badly. But that's okay. I've got Clefable, and Clefable has Moonblast. And so I decided to fire off a Moonblast here. And as he's just spamming Earthquakes, and I assume he's choice Scarfed. And I just decided to do a quick Wish Protect here to make sure that I keep Clefable alive longer. Because Clefable is a pretty important member of this team. And unfortunately, he gets a critical, but it doesn't kill me, so I'm still in the fight. And so long as you are at least only partially dead, you are still very much alive in this game. So I basically knew that he was going to bring in Talonflame to try to revenge kill. And I immediately went into Gliscor to wall it. Firing off a Toxic, I managed to poison the Blissey again. And I'm just going to set up substitutes because I keep expecting it to switch out to make use of Natural Cure. And I sub again. He's Seismic Toss. I use Protect this time, because I'm seeing if he's really committed to this. And so I just decided to finish it off with an Earthquake. So I have a slight advantage here. He brings in Gyarados, I almost said Magikarp. And I descended Clefable. I'm not basically sacrificing the thing so I can determine what exactly I want to do. And I see it has Ice Fang. So I just go into Meloetta, and he gets a critical. And that really sucks, and I miss! That would have totally been nice, and would have made my life so much easier if I just hit that. So I just lost two Pokemon for no good reason. But I know Mew can take anything, so I decided to just threaten it out with a Will-O-Wisp. And now here's where things get interesting. I see he has Roost, and I know he's got Brave Bird, and I assume he's got something else. And he reveals that he's the bulk upset. And this is honestly scary, because my big check to set up, Clefable, is down. So I fire off a Toxic, and fortunately he lets me. So, here we are. We're going to try to stall this thing out, and that does way too much damage here. But I'm able to live it and fire off a substitute. Now pay attention, kids. I'm going to use Protect here, anticipating him to try to break my sub, but he predicts me and goes for the bulk up. But it's okay. I'm behind a substitute, so he can't kill me next turn anyway. So he Brave Birds, hurts himself, and I go for the Earthquake just to sort of waste moves, because I couldn't really use Protect there. And here I anticipate the Roost, and I completely kill this thing. And I get this thing low enough so that Toxic will kill it. So, in the end, I probably could have Toxic stalled it, but that was pretty damn important. I used Toxic on the Donphan, just because removing any sorts of healing via Toxic is really huge for a stall-based team like mine. And I bring in Mew here just to wall it completely. Defensive Mew is absolutely a monster this generation. I go for the knock off the Stitcher Spare. He has a lot of those. And I'm really surprised I took that much damage. But, whatever. I anticipate the Stealth Rocks here and manage to bring in Charizard. That's pretty big, because this actually means I will do a crap ton of damage back. He can Waterfall, and if I had not done my switch right then, I would have lost right here, because I can't wall. Gyarados is faster than Gliscor, I believe, and Ice Fang would have killed me. And if he had Crunch, Mew couldn't take that at its current HP. So basically, bringing in Charizard won me that game, and the little mind game with the Roost was pretty big as well. So, it goes to show, a little bit of extra thought goes a long way in a battle. I guess that's true with anything, actually. A little extra thought goes a long way. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm trying to be a bit more consistent with the uploads. Sorry it's a lot of Pokemon. I've got a deck profile in the works right now. And Dark Souls is currently being annoying, but I think I fixed the problem, so that will be showing up shortly. Anyway, this is the Gamer Ninja. Hope you all enjoyed, and I'm out of here.